nobody's been on East Alton Rotary Club's website to see the backflip, I guess, from last week.
I saw it.
Okay. And has anybody been on to see the 10-minute little video blurb about our project in Barranquilla? Okay. Well, I'm going to cover a little bit of it. I'd say go on the site and take a look. It's about 10 minutes. You'll see the location. Well, the location of the school is in between some other houses. They're all shotgun. You'll see the woman's been running the school for 30 years. She's 82 years old. You'll see the kids. And a little bit how they live and what our program's about. All right, let me get this going. Find it. Okay, where this started, a couple years ago in business, I went to Barranquilla, met a gentleman in his hotel, and his aunt was running the school. And it's a volunteer school. In Barranquilla, you have public schools in the cities. Most people's got a little bit of money, so there's a private school in the cities. You go into Pueblo, there's no schools. So they have like this volunteer school. It's licensed by the government. But anything the school has is donated. So this nephew of the woman's was hitting up the guy's hotel, come out and see it, give money, et cetera, et cetera. So I went on the trip and went in, looked around, seen all the kids crowded in the front room. And of course, she hadn't seen for us and all that kind of stuff. But backtrack a little bit. This is a Barranquilla. It's the northern end of Colombia. The sea up at the top, that's the Caribbean Sea. It's a city of about 2.2 million people. The pin there is where the school is. It's just outside the city. But lifestyles have really changed. They're very poor out there. Have minimal amenities. I mean, they have electricity, but they don't use it much because they can't afford it. They do have water. Their sewer system is a tank put in the ground that has to be pumped and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's pretty minimal. Here's a picture of the school. Looks like probably a Catholic when it started. There's one of the children. That's one of the neighbors. Right. There's the woman, like I said, Carmen. She's been doing it for 30 years. Her daughter helps her. This is the front schoolroom in the front. Kids are all kind of cramped in there. So anyhow, I said, well, this might be a pretty nice Rotary project for international. So I started talking to her, and I asked her what her needs were. And she grabbed me by the hand, took me to a room in the back, which is quite a bit bigger. But the roof had issues, the walls had issues, the floor had issues, and she was wanting to get it repaired. Here's some of the issues. Like the little Catholic sign. There's some of the electricity. Warm roof, crack in the wall, crack in the floor. So I went to the Rotary Club down there to make a contact in Barranquilla to see about them helping, and they was really gung-ho for the project. So I left it with them to get some architect renderings of what it'd be. The architect went out, said, well, we can't fix the room. The whole building's got to come down. So they come back with this. So that's why it kind of morphed into a repair project, into a building project, and initially more money. So I've been going to other Rotary clubs trying to drum up some money and get some support from them. Still waiting on answers. There's a top view. Since these were the first ones we got, we've got 5 more architect quotes on the pricing on it. They didn't do any visual renderings. gonna be down next week to see if I can work on that a little bit, so we make sure we got apples and apples going. There's the Rotary Club, one of them in Barranquilla. This is Barranquilla Oriente. They got a lot of projects of their own, but they were just bending over backwards trying to help. Of course, if you want to contact me here. This is like the other clubs on that. That's pretty much it. Like I said, we're still trying to raise some funds now. Our club has some. There's been about 4 or 5 other clubs that said they're interested. I've been trying to get a number from them. I think I can start getting some numbers from them, but I'm still going to do my spiel at some more clubs in our district. Right now, I'll open up this to any questions.
What kind of prices are you getting?
The one you've seen was $53,000. That was tearing down the old school and building the new one. And this last batch of quotes that we got, I got down to about 23. That's one I want to make sure we got apples and apples going. What I want to make sure that you know, Rotary International will not match funds for building a building. They will match funds for putting in a bathroom, if you're buying books. They wanted to put computers in. But out in Pueblo, you put computers in there, they're going to be there for a day. And since it's volunteer, they don't have money to buy electricity to run computers on. These kids, the kids that show up are changing every day. A lot of them come there just for the food for lunch, if they have lunch, because I mean they don't have nothing to eat. Some of them have to work out in the fields or whatever, so they're not there every day. Some American teachers brought the woman down some wall charts for math and stuff, and she was just tickled to death, just to even have that much. So that puts more pressure on me to go out and try to beat the bushes for more money to get a project like this going.
You said they would match funds for installing bathrooms?
That if you did like a bathroom repair.
Can it be segregated out so that the cost for the bathrooms?
Well, that's another option. You know, we're going to put the building up and just a shell, and maybe they'll finish the bathroom. Dealing with Rotary International or even other Rotary clubs, you've got to keep on them. Because a lot of people like here, they go home from lunch, they don't think about Rotary the next week. So I send out emails, I've tried to make a few phone calls, I've tried to contact clubs. You get on their district site, maybe there's a phone number, maybe there's not, maybe there's an email address, maybe there's not. So the best way I found to go is just show up in person, get the president's face, and we had those international projects, sit them down, talk to them, tell them I got a program, then I come in and tell them about it. But then I got to keep reminding them, reminding them, and reminding them. So I said, I'm going to be persistent at this. If anybody wants to help, raise their hand too. But
You paid for my trip.
I think, yeah. But I think it's still doable. Anybody else?
Wendell, what's your goal? Like you say, when you contact these other clubs, like if you come to the Balto, are you looking for $100, $500, or you're sitting there?
Well, whatever they can give. I didn't never set a dollar amount.
Yeah.
I didn't. I emailed Alan's cousin, Jeff. Jeff Dyer. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I emailed him a couple times because he seemed like he was interested in going to carry the ball and involved with the club. I haven't heard nothing back. I haven't quit. Yeah, but usually, you know, it's a slow process because they got to bring it in front of the board meeting. You know, let everybody know and talk about it. And then maybe funds aren't available this year, or it'll be later in the year, or whatever. So there's a lot of variables, I guess, coming up with timing on the funds. But you know, you got to start somewhere. Anybody else?
Okay, Wendell, thank you very much. And we do have it on the, as promised, on the agenda
Yeah.
for the next board meeting to look at the funds that we've committed and to get that nailed down. We've had a changing the guard here to make sure that that's still right.
And like I said, do go on our club website. There's like a 10-minute little video. You'll see me there in the club. You'll see me talking to the woman. I gave her one of her East Alton banners. I gave her one of the 4-way tests in Spanish. She didn't have any idea what Rotary was. And she kind of took it all, you're right, the first time. The second time I come in and had people from the Rotary Club down there again, that, she had a little more idea that maybe there was hope that she could get the school rebuilt, because the back room's going and it's following up to the front room. If you watch on the video, you'll see this kid singing in the front room. Look behind the kids on the walls and stuff to see how the shape the walls are even in the front room. No more? Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.